What is going on, everybody? This is Owned by Dreams. I have dreams. Your mom has dreams. Your brother has dreams. Your friends have dreams. People you don't know have dreams. The world is full of dreams. The reason for this channel is to show and discuss the current broken state that I'm in, the chaos, the upside down world because of how the world is changing, plus the past experiences that I've experienced. I've taken myself on in my past, when I grew up, I took a very obscure path, and how I got to where I'm at today, it's not perfect. It's still owned by dreams, and it's needing adjustment. So if I can do one thing here, it'll be to talk about who I was, the stupid things that I experienced that I should not have experienced, that then made it more difficult to get to where I want to be, the current place that I am at, but where I want to still get to, the dreams that I still have, and the tools that I find in the world to then develop them into my own processes so that I then practice and utilize them to change my life. So that's who this is, that's what this is Owned by Dreams. How you can obtain tools from anywhere, you just have to be attentive to them, and then what it takes to develop them to then make life changes. I'm absolutely not perfect right now. I absolutely do not have stability in my life. What I am hoping to show is where to obtain tools, how to self-develop them, and then how to develop yourself to then obtain those dreams. So then I'll start with this. So I've been on health and fitness for about 3 years now. I'm still not where I want to be, but I'm facing a huge issue. This arm right here, every morning that I wake up, is numb. There's fire in, there's like tingling in this finger. There's fire in these two fingers. My thumb hurts, like a massive pain right here. I'm not taking any medicine for it. I mean, sometimes I utilize CBD, but really the only thing that's going to cure it is surgery. And how I know that is I saw the doctor yesterday, and that's the route I'm going to have to take. So the lack of sleep, the troubled sleep that I'm experiencing is a tremendous issue in my current life, and it's causing a ripple effect through everything that I'm doing: work, schooling, fitness. Every time I get a good workout in the upper, it compounds the sleeping problem. So the first thing that I'm tackling is the surgery to fix my arm. The second thing I'm tackling is the instability. The third thing that I'm tackling at the same time is my self-confidence. And this is my story. So the first thing that needs to be done, today's Saturday, by the way, so that's why it's still light outside and I'm getting started. But the first thing that needs to be done is food. I'm going to take an array of supplements. I take creatine, vitamin D, a fish oil, and an omega supplement. Outside of that, I have protein throughout the day. But seeing as how today is the weekend and I'm not up early going directly to the gym, it is food time. And what I have for food is the same thing that I have every day. It's simplified, it's good ingredients, and it helps me cut or stay on a level track. If I want to bulk, then I can add to that by going out to a restaurant or upping the portion. But what I'm about to show you is what I eat day in and day out. It sounds boring on the surface, but it is what I needed and need and love and enjoy to maintain stability with food. Per meal, I have 3/4 cup of white rice, I put 4 ounces of raw chicken in the oven baker thing. I really like onions, so I cut off 28 grams of onion, throw that in the mix. I utilize salsa for like the sauce, the major flavoring. This is a Alaskan kelp salsa. And then for green, I will throw or cut up pieces of lettuce or butterhead lettuce or arugula. I use arugula a lot just to throw in a green to get a good flavor with it. And if this was a gym day, I would take one of these with me to the gym. So when I have my BCAAs, well, that's another thing, I take BCAAs and pre-workout. I'll show you how I weigh out the pre-workout just so it doesn't get too crazy. But this 25 milligram hemp extract drink goes with me to the gym, and I use it for the liquid that goes into my BCAAs like post-gym. I'm usually pretty hungry when I'm leaving the gym, so having the BCAA drink right when I'm leaving the gym helps to curb the hunger, so I can get back and get my another meal. Or if I have something to do, then I usually take a meal with me. If it gets real crazy, I have 4 of these containers, and that's 4 meals, because I'm predicting not being back until my last meal of the day, probably about 7 p.m. That's how I started, was knife and cutting board every time. Just learn and grow. So, you know, it becomes kind of arduous, and instead of giving up your goals, you adapt to simplify your goal or keep your goal going. Which for me was to go to the store, get the chicken necessary for the week, come home, and during one of the meals, when I'm already cutting up the chicken for that one meal, is just to go ahead and cut the rest of it up and put it in a container. So, it's 4 ounces on the dot. And while that's gonna cook, I'm gonna go take a shower, get ready for the day. I got some errands to do. I do not have a car because I live downtown, so I ride this fantastic skateboard. Electric skateboard, by the way. So while that's cooking, I'm gonna go get myself ready and then eat and then head out for some errands. Come with me. Alright, now that I am put together, I still gotta put my shirt on. I like to cool off a little bit after the shower. But I think it will chime twice more. So while I put this meal together, I got some insight for you guys. Alright, so one of the tools that I would like to share with you guys is how to, I don't know about how to, so what I do is always look for opportunity. One of the easiest ways for me to look for opportunity is Indeed. Indeed.com, INDEED, Indeed. So you put your resume on there and all that kind of shit. So you have choices in life also. You could scroll through Facebook, you could scroll through Instagram, you could look at mind-numbing, mind-melting advertisements or skimpy ass broads, or whatever. You can fulfill your surface desires very easily with programs like that. I choose to not scroll through Instagram, even though I have an Instagram. I'll put it right here. I choose not to scroll through Instagram. Sometimes I scroll through Facebook. It was a real problem. Like when I was trying to launch a page on there, I would scroll on Facebook, see what's going on, and get kind of sucked into it. I even dabbled with TikTok for a little bit. I mean, my brain and my psychology, my psyche, definitely were taking hits scrolling through that garbage. So you have choices. You can either scroll through looking for that cute girl who's, looking for simps, or you could scroll through a different platform and look for opportunity. If you are in a stable position, the art of growing is looking for something that progresses you to the next level. If you are needing to get to higher goals, the first step that gets you towards those goals is the objective. So you can either look for objectives towards a goal, or look for a change that brings you closer to other goals. So while I was in the restroom, I usually like to scroll through Indeed or any other job platform really, but I preferred to scroll through opportunity or tools that present opportunities such as Indeed instead of the latter. So while I'm sitting on the toilet scrolling through Indeed, doing my business, I found a position for a project manager regarding single family homes. I already have a background doing that. In the position listed, design capability plus the ability to manage the project, which the pay is a good starting pay, but it's something that I would want to come in as and then continue to develop into a master for that position, to provide reliability, provide stability to the company, but then also get that reciprocated back. So what I'm talking about is the choices to fulfill other people's dreams or to fulfill your dream. And there's a difference between other people's dreams who take your money or other people's dreams who pay you a salary. You get that? So with that said, I'm gonna put this meal together, and then we got some things to do because it's Saturday, and I'll bring you along for the electric skateboard ride. Salsa. I'm telling you, this stuff is so good that even though I put the 2 scoops on it, I take a little bit just to eat it right now. And I will admit that I made the first mistake, or I made the mistake one time of taking a scoop of this salsa and going kind of like soup, and it burned the bejeebas out of my throat. So that's the second bit of advice, is you have to be attentive. I mean, yes, you're going to make mistakes, you're going to cause change orders in your world, but if you didn't learn anything from that change order or mistake, then you're not progressing. It's just about the determination to find the solutions in the moment that lead to pathways. So typically about 4 leaves is like 2 ounces. Yeah, that's 43 grams. That's quite all right. About 28 grams is the typical serving.